Greetings, classic cinema and TV fans. Jason here with you once again, bringing you another Retro Drive-In podcast. And today we're not talking about films per se, but we are talking about TV series. And I'm pretty excited about these two releases, brand new. I'm really excited about it because of it's a complete set, and I love that. These have been released before, but it's kind of interesting because when they kind of go out of print, then you can't get them, right? And for physical media fans, this is a lot of fun to be able to have a complete set, right? Well, I'm excited about this. We're talking today about two complete sets from two classic TV shows. We're talking about the Dick Van Dyke Show and That Girl. Okay, these are really, really awesome TV series. And now they're complete box sets, completed, awesome. Dick Van Dyke Show, That Girl, right? Let's first talk about Dick Van Dyke. This is pretty cool. Dick Van Dyke just celebrated his birthday, and it's pretty cool. I had a big event that they did about it, and it's pretty awesome. Still going strong. God bless him. I mean, that's just amazing. And living life and happy. What a blessing. So God bless him for that. That's awesome. But anyway, Dick Van Dyke Show, one of my favorites. I love that show from back in the day. I remember watching these on reruns on Nick at Night and stuff. Oh, that was I was a really, really young kid. When Nick at Night was on the air, just before they kind of let it go out the door. And, I was loving those old shows. Oh, they were so much fun. And that's where I really got to know Dick Van Dyke, the Dick Van Dyke Show, and been loving it. But Dick Van Dyke, basically, Robert Petrie and his wife Laura, and he's a comedy writer for the Alan Brady Show. And just his life with his son Richie and his co-workers and all the different antics they get into. Just a slice of Americana from the early days. And it's just so cool. Love this, okay? Now, the Dick Van Dyke Show here is on all 5 seasons are on 5 different collections here, and they're all collected right here like that. Pretty awesome. Let's just take a quick look at it. This is the look of season 1. There you go. Okay, this is season 2. I can get the light off of there. There we go. Okay, here's season 3. This is I like that. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that one. Season 3. And season 4. And then season 5. Very awesome. Okay. Now, these, the Dick Van Dyke Show has been released on Blu-ray, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and say that this is better quality than the Blu-rays. It's not. Of course it isn't. It's not going to be. These are more budget friendly. The Blu-rays look spectacular, of course, because they're in HD, of course. But these don't look that bad. I mean, for DVD format, it is not that bad. It actually looks pretty good. These are from Filmrise. Now, many people, especially in this day and age, we do a lot of streaming in this day and age, right? Everybody streams something, right? So this is a streaming world that we're living in now. And Filmrise is a company, a streaming company that has all these classic TV shows on their streaming network, including That Girl and Dick Van Dyke Show. So these are like the first releases from Filmrise, and I think that is spectacular, to be honest with you. the whole complete series of the Dick Van Dyke Show here on DVD. That is amazing from Filmrise. I think that is so cool because there are a lot of people like me that are physical media fans. I don't mind streaming. There's a lot of times I'll stream stuff from Filmrise or whatever. Now we have a lot of the we have Peacock Network and all, and we got all these. But I stream a lot of stuff. You know, your Pluto TVs, your Peacock, your Filmrise, your Tubi TV, your all these. I mean, we're streaming something a lot here at the studios all the time. Just something going all the time. And Filmrise is one of them. But I mean, this is amazing to me to see the show like this now in physical format like this from Filmrise. I think that is amazing. It is so cool. Especially because to collect a lot of these old shows on like Blu-ray, DVD, so on and so forth, can be expensive when you get down to it. If you're buying them individually, season 1, season 2, season 3, 4, 5, stuff like that, it can be very expensive. Here is the complete series in one box set, and I think that is awesome. Now, the only thing that I will say that I'm a little, not upset about, but I wish would have been better, is that Filmrise did their discs like this. Okay, their discs have no episode guide on them at all. Okay, that's the only thing I don't like. There's not even an episode guide on the discs itself, like the casing. You don't have a... I would have liked to seen, okay, here's what's on this disc, so on and so forth. Yes, they do say episodes 1 through 8, 9 through 12. You can get an idea, but I would have preferred to see the actual episodes on there. That would have been a little bit better. That would have been something that I would have liked a little more, but anyway. But the video quality and the audio quality is pretty nice, actually. If you've ever streamed the Dick Van Dyke Show, you know the quality's not too bad. If you're streaming in high def, it's pretty good, and that's what you're getting here. So, it is what it is. Now, is it better on Blu-ray? Of course, but it's not that bad. Okay, it's pretty good. Now we want to talk about that girl. Okay, that girl, Marlo Thomas, the daughter of the great Danny Thomas from Make Room for Daddy, and Make Room for Granddaddy, and The Practice. Practice, that's another... Some people would think of The Practice and they think of something else. He actually did a show where he's a doctor, and it was called The Practice. So that's something you may want to check out. But anyway, but that was her father, the great Danny Thomas. This is Marlo Thomas, okay? That girl follows Anne Marie. She plays Anne Marie, an aspiring actress, as she's trying to build her career and falling in love with her boyfriend and fiance and all that type of stuff, and going forward in that. And she gets into all kinds of trouble. Typical, TV series from this era. Lucy, Mary Tyler Moore, so on and so forth. You had those type of things where the girl would get into trouble doing different things, and that's what she does here. Some of these episodes are really hilarious. Season 1, there you have it. Okay. There is season 2. Season 3. Season 4. Same artwork there as the box set. And then, of course, season 5. Okay? So it's kind of interesting. Now, again, this is from Filmrise, their second release, their physical media release, which I think is just so cool. Again, now these episodes, there's 8 episodes on a disc. Now, this was released with Shout Factory and previously, and of course, Shout Factory does tremendous work when it comes to their DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. Of course, they do tremendous work. I mean, they're crystal clear, beautiful quality. They look amazing, right? Here, They may not be as like mind-blowingly spectacular, but they're really good quality. When I put the discs in the and I haven't watched every episode, but I have watched several, and they look fairly good for DVD. Okay, let's be honest here, people. Blu-ray is going to be better. Okay, all the time, Blu-ray is going to be better because it's HD. But for these old shows, not shot in HD, a DVD looks pretty good. And I'm pretty impressed with the way they look. I think for what they are, I think they look pretty good. I'll be honest with you. Again, with That Girl, it's the same thing. You have where it's just the disc and there's no episode guide. That I wished Filmrise would maybe fix that a little bit. Maybe for if there's future releases, which I hope there are. I think that would be great. Maybe put a little episode guide. If nothing else, put a little booklet together that gives you the episode guide. That would even be something that would be real helpful. Because sometimes if you want a specific episode, then you have to Google it. Okay, you're gonna have to Google it. Okay, what season is it in? What episode? Okay, and then you have to go. Okay, so this is episode 1 through 8. This is episode 9 through 16. Okay, it's episode 13. So I need disc 2 of season 5. Can you do that? Yes, of course you can do that. That's not a problem. But it would be a lot easier if you want a specific episode if it was on the disc. It just would be a little bit easier. But that's a mild complaint, in my opinion, because they look good. They really do. And I'm kind of glad to see these getting a physical media release, because so often what we do is we forget the old classic shows. And they should not be forgotten. They should be remembered. They should be treasured, because these are part of our lives, man. This is part of cinema. This is part of television history. And I just love them. I think they're so cool. So to me, to see Dick Van Dyke and That Girl to get a DVD release like this, I think is just amazing. I really do. I love it. I think it's so cool. I'm looking forward to possibly having more release from Filmrise. I will tell you this, and that's this. Before I would ever disparage any company for releasing doing a release, I definitely want to praise them for that, because you look at these releases, and a lot of them are, they go out of print. Okay, one of the things that I've always wanted, and this is a pipe dream, maybe we'll see, is I've always wanted to have the complete series of The Real McCoys. Okay, that's an old show with Walter Brennan. Some of you may know that. If you're a classic TV fan, you'll know the Real McCoys. I picked up the first season of The Real McCoys many years ago, and I always meant to get the rest of them. I never got a chance. They kind of went past, and the days went past, and then I just, I never picked them up. And I've been looking at them, looking for them. And boy, if you want to buy these on Amazon or something like that, you're going to pay a lot of money. And I'm just not going to do that. Okay. I don't mind paying, but I mean, I'm not going to pay a whole lot of money. I'm not paying like, $40, $50 for a season. I'm just not going to do that. That's just crazy. So Filmrise here is releasing That Girl and the Dick Van Dyke Show. Now, on Filmrise, there's a lot of great TV shows, including The Real McCoys. And my hope, maybe in 2024, that we get maybe The Real McCoys, the complete series. That would be amazing. Okay. That's why I praise this company like Filmrise, especially because Filmrise is a streaming company. Okay, they're a streaming company. They don't have to do a physical media release. They don't have to. They can just stream. They're making ads and doing that. They don't have to do this, but they're doing this for physical media fans. And man, do they deserve applause for that, because I think it's amazing. So my hope is that this is just the beginning of so much more that we see from Filmrise. I applaud them for their work in putting together these releases. I think they're so cool. Could they? Is there stuff they could do better? Yes, of course. But with every release, you could always look at a release and you could say, well, this was great, but it could have been this. There could have been this, right? There's always something you can look at and say, well, it could have been better, right? So with these releases, yeah, could they have been better? Yes. There could have been a little bit of tweaks here and there that would have made these a little bit better, but for all intents and purposes, I'm pretty happy with them. I think they look really, really good. The quality of the transfers are pretty nice. They're not Blu-ray, but they are pretty nice. They look pretty good. And there's no bonus features. Okay, that's fine. No bonus features. Okay. There actually is a bonus feature here. As I look here. I missed this completely. This is pretty cool. This disc set of the Dick Van Dyke Show actually includes a tribute to the iconic sitcom and the legendary stars in the Dick Van Dyke Show Remembered. So there is a special tribute that is included in this. That is pretty awesome. So there is additional stuff here. That is pretty cool. Yeah. But now, of course, the That Girl set does not have bonus features, of course. But that is a cool bonus, that there is a Dick Van Dyke Show Remembered tribute video on here included. That is pretty cool. So anyway, so I'm excited about it. I think they look really awesome for what they are. And like I said, if you can get the Blu-rays of the Dick Van Dyke Show, that's the best. Of course it is. But if you want something that is good quality, and that is gonna look good on the shelf, I think that looks pretty nice. It's pretty nice. All in all, it's pretty nice. It's gonna look pretty good on the shelf like that. I like that. Big Dick Van Dyke Show complete series. I like that. Go right alongside the Blu-rays. That's pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So if you're looking for something like Dick Van Dyke Show or That Girl, and you want them on physical media rather than streaming, definitely pick up the Filmrise copies of That Girl and the Dick Van Dyke Show. They look pretty good. Not Blu-ray quality, but definitely pretty good. And if you've been watching them on Filmrise, why not own them on Blu-ray or on DVD? I mean, go ahead and own them on DVD. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be pretty cool. Definitely do that. We're going to have full written reviews of these once we go through every bit of them, and it's going to take us a little while, but once we go through all of them, we'll have a full written review at Classic Cinema Plus. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to go there and check out all our reviews. We got tons of them up there all the time. And thank you for watching. As we said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. And until we're with you next time with another Retro Drive-In podcast, this is Jason reminding you that if you want to see a great film or a TV series, definitely check out a classic. It's awesome. And support companies like Filmrise doing this stuff with physical media. It's definitely worthwhile. All right. We'll be back with you next time for more physical media here on Classic Cinema Plus. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.